Recently, we've been diving pretty deep into the earlier history of Star Wars, and that's going to continue to be the case with today's video, where we'll be looking at the Starforge, which was first introduced in the original Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic RPG. For well over 10,000 years, between the early 30,000s before the Battle of Yavin, or BBY, to about 25,000 BBY, a political entity formed by the Rakatan species known as the Infinite Empire was one of, if not the preeminent force in the galaxy, following their usurpation of their former overseers, the Qua and the Celestials. The Rakata on their home planet, Lehan, were given access to a Qua traveling technology known as the Infinity Gates, a sort of physical gate that allowed transportation through the stars, or a kind of star gate, which they used to enslave many other worlds. The Qua, disgusted by the Rakata's actions, waged a war against the Rakata on Lehan and destroyed the gate. The Rakata, though, fueled by their continued desire for galactic domination, began using slave labor to construct a massive starbase in their home system over the system's sun, which harvested solar and dark side energies for the construction of countless starships and other weapons of war, the Starforge. The Starforge and other similar Rakatan stations and tech fueled the Rakata's conquest, stretching to all corners of an albeit round galaxy, but also fueled their own corruption and further fall to the dark side. Slave revolts and civil wars would tear down the Rakatan Infinite Empire, but the Starforge and their other self-perpetuating technologies remained. The Rakata had also developed a series of star maps, which would give the location of the Starforge as well as their home planet, Lehan. The star maps, like the Starforge itself, had been designed to self-sustain and perpetuate their primary functions. So despite attempts from the Rakata to sabotage the maps as they retreated and fractured, over the millennia they slowly repaired themselves, and the Starforge sat waiting over a decaying Rakatan home system as the Rakata slowly destroyed themselves. What had once been a locus of galactic power faded into obscurity. A disruptor field around the system emanating from the Starforge itself would cause any wayward travelers to crash, protecting the Rakata's secrets. This would remain the case for over 20,000 years until Revan and Malak of the Jedi Order, future Dark Lords of the Sith, began leaving a Galactic Republic resistance against the Mandalorians in the Mandalorian Wars, beginning in 3976 BBY. Later sources indicate that this search for the Starforge and their subsequent use of it to defeat the Mandalorians and fall to the dark side were because of the influence and manipulations of the Sith Emperor, aka Valkorion or Vitiate, but that's a whole other topic. The Starforge was used by Revan and Malak's Sith Empire to forge a massive armada of ships. The Starforge, though, was ultimately destroyed in 3956 BBY at the Battle of Rakata Prime in the Jedi Civil War, when the redeemed Revan boarded the station with his companions to defeat Malak and the Republic forces engaged the Sith fleet in the system. Darth Malak once remarked that the Starforge was almost like its own living entity, which is especially interesting considering some of the other surviving remnants of the Rakatan tech, which we'll be looking at in another video soon. That's all for today though, so I hope you've enjoyed this look at the Starforge. If so, please leave a like, subscribe, or turn on notifications to get new content as it's released. If you have any suggestions for other future videos or feedback, please leave them in the comments as well. Thanks for watching, and hope to see you next time.